Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel for another very informational BBL video. So today is a very special day because I am officially over 6 months post-op, and I wanted to create a special finale for my BBL series. So this will be the last episode of the BBL series unless I decide to add more to it. Right now, this is it. So I want to start by saying I really appreciate you guys for following along with my journey from my first video of me announcing that I am getting my BBL to the actual video of me getting my BBL, and the additional videos where I show you guys like post-op massages, the different ways you can put on your garment, and also some follow-up questions that you guys may have had, as well as the actual session that I had with my masseuse. So if you guys miss any of those videos, they will be listed down below, down there in the description box. So make sure you guys check out the first video all the way up until this video. Like I said, this is the season finale. So if you guys have any additional questions after this video, don't forget to hit me up on my Instagram at MUAsia_. Don't forget to hit me up on my surgery Instagram at BodyByTheBest. And also don't forget to like this video, comment down below if you guys want to see any more videos, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Alright, so since I am 6 months post-op, I decided to gather up a few questions that I had at the beginning as opposed to a few questions that I have now. And my number one observation of me getting my BBL, besides my actual results, what makes my results really snatch, really where I want them to be, is really going to be that faja. So if you're not wearing your faja, or if you decided to stop wearing your faja before you hit your 6 months post-op mark, it's not too late, but that faja is really going to mold your body. So when people tell me that they decided to ditch their faja for their waist trainer or something like that, honestly, you cannot replace that faja. And even the foams and boards really still help me because you still have swelling. Your body is basically like Play-Doh. It's basically like mashed potatoes that you can mold into a form, and using this faja, you guys, you're getting the best results possible. So if you stop wearing your faja and if you feel like there's something missing to where your results are really not how you want them to be, I would suggest continue wearing your faja. Make sure to get it taken in a few inches if you need to, or if you feel like your faja just isn't working for you, there are alternatives, different brands that you can use, and you can use the waist trainer on top of the faja. That's what I personally do for extra compression. Other major difference is the lack of tension that I did have before, when especially like in my lower back, like any type of liposuction or any type of work that you get done, your lower back, for me, it was just like killing me. It was honestly killing me. Like, I couldn't get hugged sometimes or picked up. Like my fiance, he's really affectionate, so he'll hug me and pick me up. Like, I couldn't even do that. Like, it was so painful. He would be like, I know you've healed by now, but honestly, it still hurts sometimes. So that's something that I feel like over the course of maybe a year or so, that will completely go away. But as your 6 months post-op mark approaches, there's still bruises that you may have, marks like liposuction holes or something like that, that you may have just from the procedure. But that's totally normal, and it does sometimes take longer than other times for you to actually get rid of those lines of demarcation and extra marks that you do have. Now, honestly, like I said, I still wear my faja, but if I decide to not wear my faja, it would have to be a special occasion, or I would have to have an alternative. But daily, I still have to have that extra compression. The question that I get is the fluff fairy real? Now, personally, for me, looking at like pictures that I have, and I could put some on the screen for you guys, so if I do attach them, they should be like right here. But personally, I seen a really big difference in me getting my procedure at first, because my waist wasn't as singed in as I would have liked it to be. But after maybe about 4 or 5 months, because I feel like that 3-month mark, it was chef's kiss. Like, that's when I began to see my true results, where I began to see like, okay, you're finna be snatched. Like, there's nothing that nobody could tell you, because you're about to be snatched. But once I started like really getting into like putting on that extra compression and being serious about my results, my massages, and just letting the course of time take over, I really saw that the fluff fairy is real. It's not an actual person or anything, but there is a dramatic difference between like my hip spreading and everything, due to the time that it took from the first couple weeks of getting out of surgery into actually sitting in on my results. Now I did start sitting around the 2 weeks marks a little bit early, or around the 2 to 3 weeks marks. I felt like I started sitting a little bit earlier than recommended from my doctor, but it also kind of helped me soften up a little bit, in my personal opinion. I really feel like once I was comfortable enough to sit on my own independently and get up on my own independently without having any like excruciating pain, then that's when I decided to just go ahead and get rid of my bobby pillow. But sometimes even now, I still have tenderness like in my butt area, in my lower back area, and also sometimes in my abdomen area, but it really has almost gone away completely in my abdomen area, so I'm really happy about that. I honestly do see that in my abdomen area there is loose skin after having the lipo, so that is something that I would recommend you guys kind of take into consideration. If you guys have the options to get J plasma, that's something that I really should have gotten, but my doctor did not offer it at the time. So if I were to ever get around to, I would definitely hone in on my abs and J plasma to get my stomach truly tightened. But like I told you guys before, if I do decide to get around to, it would be probably after I have kids, because I don't have any kids yet, and I will more than likely have at least one. So I don't feel like it would necessarily defeat the purpose to get them around to now, but I just don't feel like it would be meant for me to get it until after I have kids, because then I would be able to focus on my permanent results as opposed to planning to have kids after I have perfected my body. That really just doesn't make sense to me. Now, this first round was for me, and I feel like I look great. So there's nothing that nobody could tell me about my first round, but I just feel like the more and more rounds that I get to perfect my body, it would be very kind of like, it wouldn't have a purpose, especially if I consider to have kids. So if I did do a round 2, I would probably do some lipo on my arms. I would probably do the J plasma. I would probably get a breast lift, but I don't want implants. I don't want implants anywhere in my body. And the only reason why I really am not big on breast lifts or boob jobs is because Black women have such a high risk of breast cancer. So I decide to wear my natural boobs, and that's totally fine for me right now. But like I said, if I have kids and my body decides to change, then I'm going to get work done. Like I said, I don't feel like there's anything wrong with getting work done. So if you don't like the girls getting work done, if you're a little saucy about it, if you don't condone plastic surgery, you can get off this page right now. Right now, because I'm right here with the girls and we like to look good. So some other questions that I get, let me see. Alright, so like I said, the lower back pain could be related to having a BBL, but there's just something that comes with that liposuction that they do. Like, my doctor really snatched my back. Really snatched my back. So that's something that I really had to adjust to, because I already have back problems and I do feel like it made it a little bit worse. Someone said bumps and bruises after 6 months post-op. Like I said, you might still have those bruises. Now, I don't have any bumps, but I don't have keloid skin. So if you do have keloid type skin, then I would recommend you speak to your doctor about those bumps and bruises, because you could possibly get them laser treated or removed. But if that collagen or if that skin has built up and formed a knot, then that's something that you may have to get surgically removed or lasered off. But I personally don't have any bumps or bruises besides my lipo left from my BBL. Okay, so it says, how long does it take to heal? For the fat harvesting site to heal, basically like your fat grafting site. So meaning like your hips and stuff like that, I would say I fully healed without having that harsh sensation at about 4 to 5 months. Like I said, I still feel that a little bit of burning sensation if I turn a certain way or if I do something really strenuous. But other than that, I feel like at the 4 or 5 month mark, your pain level really decreases and you're basically almost healed. But you're not healed until you're over 6 months post-op. Weight gain and weight loss. Now that's a big one. That's a big one. So I personally feel like I lost weight. After I got my BBL, I decided to go ahead and go hard in the gym because I didn't want to get big again. Like, I just felt like I was just big for no reason. But I honestly wasn't that big. So after I had my BBL, instead of harvesting that weight and keeping that weight at a certain level, trying to maintain it, I decided to lose weight, which actually did not benefit me that much. As far as maintaining our results, I feel like it kind of messed up the results of my hips just a little bit. But honestly, with the round one, your hips don't maintain as much fat as you would want them to anyways. So that's another reason why if you were to get a round two, your hips would look a little bit more enhanced and a little bit more plastic than a round one girl. So that's just my personal experience. I feel like if I would have gained weight, I probably would have gained it in the wrong way, and it wouldn't have necessarily helped my hips stay big as big as they were when I first had surgery. They definitely weren't going to stay that big, but I did like that look. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I missed the swollen look, but at the same time, I like the way that my butt has settled in and it's like jiggly now. So all right, like I said, if you guys don't know, in my previous videos, my doctor was Dr. Bolas at Jolie Plastic Surgery. He is no longer with Jolie Plastic Surgery. He is now with Prestige Plastic Surgery with Dr. Karani Hassan, and I think a couple other doctors. I'm not sure. His price has went up, so it's no longer at that price, but he is still affordable. So if you are looking for a doctor, definitely check him out. I personally feel like he did a great job on my body. I personally feel like he gave me everything that I asked for. I don't feel like I have uneven lipo. I don't feel like my butt is too big. I don't feel like my hips are too big. I feel like my frame is perfect. And yeah, I feel like he did a really good job. I don't have any loss of volume. Like I said, I actually have fluffed a little bit. So that fluff made me gain maybe about 1 to 2 inches in my hips and in my butt area. But it didn't look like it until I started taking pictures. And I was just noticing like, girl, like you looking thicker from behind on the side. Period. How do I maintain my BBL results 6 months post-op? I'll let you guys know that besides me continuing to wear my faja, I do go to the gym. The Stairmaster is one of my good friends. We go up and down with our legs and we make the booty look good. So make sure that you're doing your booty and leg exercises. Make sure you're doing your ab exercises. Make sure that you're doing your back exercises, because even though it might sound a little crazy, your back, like, your back is your good friend and you don't want to mess up your back. So make sure that you exercising and make sure that you're drinking a lot of water. I still use my lymphatic drops, so if you didn't check my BBL supply haul out, make sure that you check those out, because those lymphatic drops help me with my swell spots. Like I said, I still have swell spots, meaning that if I don't compress, then certain areas will be a little bit more swollen than other areas, and I still get massages as well. I actually just got one last week, and so she told me to continue to drink my tea, my lymphatic tea, and take those lymphatic drops, because I still have tissue built up, but that's totally normal. If you're 6 months post-op, don't get distressed. Don't be down about that. It's totally normal. And I'm pretty sure you look good after 6 months post-op. So, let me see if I can take a few more questions, and then I will be ending out the video for you guys. Okay, so this is a question that I got so many times, and I am going to reiterate the question because I know that you guys may feel like smoking may cause some issues with your post-op results. Honestly, I smoke and I don't smoke nicotine, but if I do smoke out of something that has nicotine in it, for like example hookah, swisher, whatever, then those do show up on your test results, but marijuana or anything of that sort does not, because it is legal in certain states. So just like certain jobs, you know, you can get away with the weed, but you can't get away with the nicotine. You do have to take a drug test for this. You do have to prepare yourself mentally to go into surgery. So like I said, if you are looking into getting this surgery, and if you have any more questions, don't forget to hit me up. But as of right now, I'm loving my results. I'm going to give you guys a 360 spin around, and I'm going to go ahead and close out the video. Thank you guys so much for watching and supporting my video. If you have any additional questions, don't forget to ask me. I just want to give you guys a quick update. Something simple, you know, sweet, short, and to the point. But until the next time, I'll see you dolls. Peace.